Joe here. I'm back again, and this time around we're opening up a retro game treasure box. Check out that Zelda style box. They don't wrap this or anything like that, so you literally have the mailman bringing this to your door looking just like this, which it's kind of cool but kind of weird at the same time, but I'm not complaining. More interested on what's inside. I've heard other people say that Retro Game Treasure seems a bit disappointing compared to Video Games Monthly. I decided to cast my own judgment on that. It seems to me that Retro Game Treasure recently updated their interface and the way they do things. You can actually add your collection just like Video Games Monthly can, but you can go much further into what you have compared to what Video Games Monthly offers. It's much easier to add a wish list, it's much easier to add your entire collection, and while they don't offer as much variety of different consoles games, it just seemed like it made a lot more sense to do things that way. And yes, I'm gesturing around with a knife. You know, kids, don't try this at home, whatever. But let's see if Retro Game Treasure is worth the few extra bucks a month. So, let's just dig in. Cut this right open. It's only held together with one big adhesive circle right here. I'll put the knife aside here. And let's see what they have. They've got bubble wrap. They've got a thank you card. And right on top, 4 games right here. And I guess that's it. The box is kind of dummied up. So let's just dig right in. And the games, truth be told, I don't think they're half bad looking right at them here. I'll talk about the one that seems most like filler to start with. That's Power Rangers Wild Force for the GBA. Again, I am a GBA collector. You guys know that. I've got probably around, I don't know, somewhere around 70 games for the GBA right now out of a library that's pretty big. So there's a lot I don't have. And there was a lot of kiddie titles and filler and shovelware that was put on the GBA, it seems like. Who knows if this is decent or anything like that. Chances are I probably will not be playing it, but you know what? Kind of neat anyway. Okay, the next one up. This was actually, I believe, on my wish list. And that was Kirby's Dream Land for the Game Boy. I'm not sure if this was or not, but I know this is a game that I've been wanting on my collection, so I'm quite pleased with that. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the next game. This one's a Genesis game, and this one is not anything I was remotely interested in looking for, but I know the character is quite popular in Europe, and that's Asterix and the Great Rescue. Asterix the Gaul is a very popular comic strip character in Europe, has been for some time, and there's been a number of games featuring the character, which is kind of interesting. And who knows? Might be a decent game. Might not be, but still kind of interesting. And the last game here is a Famicom cart, and that is Xevious. Pretty cool. Not that I've actively seek out my Famicom games. I usually, if I see something that looks cool, I grab. But I know this is like probably the only X in the alphabet for the Famicom. At least I said that in my oldest solo Famicom A to Z video. But anyway, pretty darn cool here, I think. And that's the 4 games in the box. The box is otherwise just dummied up, emptied. But still, no junk, no toys, no nothing. And that's cool. I mean, let the games speak for themselves, and I'm not so sure about the value of any of these, but I'm okay with that. I'm into the surprise of not knowing what I'm going to get every month, and that's what I dug so much about the previous subscription package that I had. And so far, if they keep doing stuff like this, they could get a thumbs up too, but who knows. This did cost a little bit more, so I'm going to withhold judgment, and let's see at the end of the 3-month cycle if I feel they're really worth keeping. Heck, I might even go back to Video Games Monthly. I haven't totally decided, but still, 3 games I'll at least try, 2 games that I know I will play, possibly on a regular basis, so not bad. Hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.